Hello everybody, welcome back to Getting Artsy with Cindy. We're going to play with one of our newest stamp sets. It's called the Farmer's Market. While you guys are hopping on, I want to just make sure I can see comments and stuff. So I will jump in a second and we'll get started. It's always a little bit of a delay, so I want to make sure you guys can hear me okay. Whoops. All right. Melody says, hello from stormy Ohio. It was raining here in Kansas City earlier today, so you guys always get it. Yeah, kind of you guys get it right after us, so I am not surprised it is raining there in Ohio. We just had some people come into our studio today from Circleville. That is so really close to my Ohio buddies. It was fun to see them. See some Ohio friends here in Kansas City. So, Melody, it's time for your road trip. So, okay, this is the newest stamp set is called Farmer's Market. I love going to the Farmer's Market. So, this was a fun set to design, and it's got some flowers and some berries. It's just now live on our website. The die will be live on the website tomorrow. So if you think you want this set and the die, just wait until tomorrow because that will be on there. Also, actually, we have a 4th of July sale starting. So, and I don't think that is live until tomorrow. So again, if you love this stamp set and you want it, this and the die, wait till tomorrow. Check out our Facebook page because we will have a 4th of July sale happening. And that'd be the perfect time to get this. So, we just got back from Las Vegas. So, we were in Las Vegas for Craft Utopia. That is a wholesale event. So, a bunch of the vendors went to show. I think there were 90 stores in attendance. So, if you guys have a scrapbook store left in your area, tell them about Dare to Be Artsy. Tell them we have new product, new releases, and you want to see them in their stores. I love it when you guys shop local. If there is a scrapbook store near you, I think we all need to stick together. So definitely check them out. And again, let them know about Dare to Be Artsy so you can have us really handy if you guys have that, if we ship to the store near you. So, okay. So again, this is the stamp set. This is one of the Stamp of the Month Club sets. They just got this set in this past month and yesterday. So when you're in the Stamp of the Month Club, it's the Artsy Clubhouse. At the end of the month, we do kind of a virtual workshop using that stamp set. So I'm going to show you at the end of this, I'll show you some of the cards that we did in the class. It's kind of cool because when you have a Stamp of the Month Club, you get your stamp in. Sometimes you don't know what to do with it. So as a part of the membership, you get this kind of built-in class. So you get coloring tips on how to color it, and you get, to make some of the some things along with this. Like this last workshop that we just did, we did a scrapbook page and a couple cards. So, and I'm always including fun folds in those workshops too. So if you're looking for something like that, check it out. I think everybody's really been enjoying the Artsy Clubhouse. So, and on our website, you can go in at the top of the website and look that membership up, the Artsy Clubhouse, and kind of see what is involved and all the goodies that you get with the Clubhouse, discounts and all kinds of fun stuff. So again, we're using this set, which was a Clubhouse set. We are going to make a fun fold. Let me show you what we're going to do. This is a card I had done a while back. It's been a while, and it's kind of a fun, like multi-fold card. And I thought it would be great with this set because I like lots of different areas to put stuff in. And this set has lots of bits and pieces. And so the paper that we're going to use is from, well, here's all my, I put all my paper in here. It's a 6x6 pack of paper. Let me see if I can find the cover so you guys can see it. I just threw all the bits and pieces in here. It's in here. It's the Artsy Prints. There it is. There it is. So it's our 6x6 set. It's a pack of paper, double-sided, Artsy Everyday Prints. I love this paper for fall. It works out great. So that's what we're using today. And we're going to turn the camera around so we can jump in and get started. And I will keep an eye on the comments. And if I miss a comment while I'm doing our thing, I will kind of check in later tonight to see if I missed anything. So if you guys have any questions. Okay. So hopefully I can continue to watch that. All right, let's turn the camera around for the fun stuff. And then at the end, we'll show you a few extra samples. And let's get going. Let's see, there we go. Okay, if you're going to do this along with me, get a scoreboard out. The main base of this card is 11 by 5.5. So it folds down to an A2 size card. We're going to score this. And, oh, I already pulled that out. This is where you're going to score it out. So if you want to write those down, we're going to take, again, this 11 by 5.5. We're going to score it at 1 3/4, 3.5, 5 1/4, and 7. The other numbers I wrote down here are the pieces that we're going to use to decorate it. So if you want to write those down, you need a background piece that's 3 3/4 by 5 1/4. That's kind of small. I know I wrote it small. And then you're going to need 4 skinny pieces, 1.5 by 5 1/4. So these are your measurements. If you want to write it down, there we go. So let's go ahead and score this. I always angle the scoreboard. It is easier that way. 1 3/4, 3.5, 5 1/4, and 7. If you have a small mini scoreboard, kind of like this one, then that last piece is 4 inches wide. So you can do all those measurements and then you would rotate it and do this at 4 inches. So it's okay if you have a small one, you just make that adjustment. Okay. Let's move this out of the way. Okay. And then we are going to kind of make an accordion. Use your bone folder. And this one is going to go like that. Then we're going to hold this one like this. Just zigzag. And like this. So the measurements for this, because I did it as 11 inches wide, because some of you may just have 8.5 by 11 paper, this last panel is only 4 inches, so it's slightly narrower than an A2 size card, which is fine. That's just the adjustment. And that's just what I wanted to do because I wanted to assume you only have 8.5 by 11 paper, made it easier that way. So there's that. Let's go ahead and attach some of the paper. Look, these are all from that Artsy Prints. So this is the big piece that's 3 3/4 by 5 1/4. Okay. Then got these other pieces, little strips here, all from this pack. And we're going to glue these on here. These are double-sided, so you can totally play with how you want to do this. I like mine where I see tons of different prints. I just think it makes it really fun that way. For some of you, this might be too busy, so you can easily alter it so it's not quite as busy. but I like busy. Look at that. Love that. So we're just decorating the panels. The back of this one. So, if you guys were heading to the farmer's market, what would you be searching for? For me, it would be homegrown tomatoes. It's my favorite thing. I like this little orange stripe too. Okay, look at that. Isn't that fun? Okay. Now, the next piece, we've got different bits and pieces here. You're going to need to create this piece here, and this is 6 1/4 by 3 1/8. And really, I just did this bigger piece because I have these dies from another set and I really wanted to use it, so I wanted it to be big enough for that. But the key is that when it's folded in half, it's a square. Like, let me bring this one out. So this is a little bit smaller because I was using I was designing it a little different. So again, you just want it to be a square when it's folded in half. I just wanted mine, again, slightly bigger. And when this is folded down, it's going to fit in here. So you want it, you can be up or down, but you don't want it to be kind of off center, right? So what I'm going to do is, this is where I'm going to want it centered this direction. So you're going to glue this portion right here. I'm going to use the liquid glue this time. You're just going to glue half of this. And so make sure you're centered. This is going to fold down. This is going to fold this way. With that liquid glue, you can move it around if you need to. Then it's going to open like that. The key is that it's in position and it'll fold flat. You don't want to open this up and glue it like that first, because if you get it off a little bit, it might not fold right when you collapse it. So the key is attach the back one, fold it flat. Now we're going to add our glue here. You need to check your positioning. I do like using glue for this part because if I need to move it around, I can. Go a little bit more on the edge. Right on the edge here. All right. All right, there. Again, by keeping it closed, you know that that's going to always be in the right spot. Because it doesn't have to open it and lay flat, because you don't really need it to do that, because when this card is sitting up, someone's going to get it. It's going to sit up perfectly like that. So again, the important part is it's going to lay flat when you put it in an envelope. So glue the back piece on, smash it, and then glue that top. Now we can start jazzing this thing up. So again, this came from our, you could do just any kind of shape here, but these pieces came from our horizontal center step die because I love the little scallop and I use this on all different kinds of cards. And I just wanted a little of that orange to show through. I just thought that'd be really pretty. Whoops. So we have a couple shows coming up. We are going to be going to St. Louis to the rubber stamp events in Collinsville. It's actually just right outside of St. Louis. That's not this coming weekend, but it's the following weekend. The actual date is, let me double check, and July 11th and 12th in Collinsville. And we will be posting that in our Facebook. We would love to see you guys there. I love to see you guys in person. So if any of you guys are in that area, let me know. And then the first, August 1st and 2nd, we are going to be in Cincinnati. It's actually Strongsville, I believe. Anyway, for Stamp Away. So, and I'm going to be teaching a class there. I think there might still be some tickets left. So come see me there as well. And if you let me know when you come that you saw this this video or that you saw one of our posts about it, come up to the table and I will give you a free little gift. So, because I love seeing you guys in person, so I wanted to give you something special. I love all these layers. This is looking good. Okay, now let's do the fun stuff. These are the stamps that I've colored in. And what I like to do is layer this up. So this is stamped and cut out and colored, and I added, that was a scrap piece. I just used the die to cut another random scrap piece of paper out, and then I'm going to do another one. So I've got 3 different layers here. I like this little technique. Adds some dimension to your card without using regular foam tape. So again, this is 3 layers. See how thick it is? Isn't that nice? Maybe I did 4 layers. I think just 3. Okay, so we're going to add that to that. I'm not sure where yet. Then here is the die set has these little banners. So sending farm fresh hugs. I thought that would look cute on here. I don't want to do it below or above. I think we're going to have it, I think we will do it this way. Maybe that's kind of popped up over that. I think I like that. All right, so let's make a little mark here where I'm going to put this. Okay. Make sure you're not putting glue where it's going to extend. I don't want it right up here. I like having things kind of break through the square here. And then let's go ahead, I'm going to use foam tape for this. Scissors. Okay, it's going to overlap the wheel just a little bit. There we go. Then we have this little banner, and I went ahead and layered that up a couple too, so it's kind of chunky. We can do something fun where we have it up here, but I like it on there as well. So let's just put it right there. Laura's asking where my glue press is. I took it to Las Vegas with me, and then I didn't get here with the smaller back here. Well, I don't know. Some of the stuff is still in my suitcase, so I didn't get back here with the smaller glue that goes in my glue press. So, okay, there we go. I like that little banner. Don't want to forget the inside. Let's dress this up. So I used my square dies that have the rounded corners, and I thought it'd be fun to just dress this up, playing with all these patterns. I like that they all go together. Harriet, I wish you could go to Stamp Away too. They should both be good good shows, so come if you guys can. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to do this one flat too. I like the leaves, but okay. All right, I did not get around to cutting more of the blank pieces for this one, so I think I am going to put foam tape on this. I love a lot of dimension. By doing the, layering the plain white, it's probably better for mailing because it has dimension, but it's not as chunky as when I do the foam tape. But this card is probably going to be staying around my studio as a sample, or I'll take it with me to the trade shows. Right now, we just have Collinsville and Stamp Away, and we might be doing one in Dallas. Okay, that is just going to center on there. There we go. Look at this. Looking fun. Okay, let's do the last panel. So I'm just going to do this. I want to make sure that's covered up when I close it, because you don't want to see that little bit when the card's closed. So just make sure that inside is a little bit smaller. And I'm centering it left and right. Make sure it's behind there. Probably want to leave a little room to leave a message. But we also have these fun little pieces that we're going to put on here. Let's go ahead and glue this down. well, I dropped it. You could do kind of a cockeyed thing, which is kind of fun, but I'm just going to leave it straight. That'll dry clear. There we go. All right, so the last little piece we have, You're the Very Best, which I thought was cute. So the banner, I put this off to the side because I think I'm going to chop this off. And then we've got our cherries and our strawberries. And if I do this in that corner, just a little bit shows, but I think that's fine. I could move it up just a little bit more and over to the side. It's a little less noticeable. And then we can, got all these fun stuff. We got You're the Very Best, so we could put that out like that. That might show. That's okay. That doesn't bother me the way that shows. I kind of like that. And we've got these little strawberries. Let's just do this. So I'm going to chop a little bit of this off. Make sure this is going to fit in there. You're the very best. Yep, that works. Since this is on the very inside, I think I'm going to do that flat. Because this card is getting chunky already. And then this one, I really want to pop this up, but it's very hard to do things flat because I just love the extra dimension. But okay, I'll lay this down. Let's just see where that's falling. That works. That leaves enough room to write a little sentiment. We've got all these other little fun pieces. So what can we do with those? We've got we've got more berries. We could put a berry down here. Actually, let's put one down here and pop this one. Because this is going to show when the card is closed. So that will kind of show on purpose. When it's closed, it's going to be right down here. Then we've got this little pumpkin. Let's pop that up as well. I love all the extra dimension. Okay. Almost done. Okay. So this is closed. This is sitting down front. Like it there or here. Let's spread it out. That is lots of fun pieces. And we still have so many pieces we could use. Here's You're My Jam. Oops. Little You're My Jam. I don't think we need it here, but I wanted to show you this other fun technique. We still have a little ladybug. Maybe we just have the ladybug tucked in here kind of as a little surprise. I love these cards where you just, you kind of just keep looking and you find something new. There, we have an extra flower, right? I just want to keep adding. Where do we want this one? I'm going to pop this one too. Again, this paper collection is just that artsy prints. I just think they're really fun together. Okay. I could just keep going and going with all these little bits and pieces here. Okay, one more thing I want to show you guys. So isn't that cute? It is pretty chunky, but I think that's what makes it really fun. Fun, fun, fun. Okay, I did want to show you something else, kind of a little trick on what you can do with the banner. So again, here's the banner. Here's a sentiment. You're My Jam. It's not going to work in this card because we already have it very full, but I wanted to show you this kind of fun little trick. So if you take your little scoreboard out, I'm gonna use like 0 to 4 is right here. So I'm just eyeballing it and centering it in here. The center of this 4 inches is 2. So I'm gonna do something to this little banner using these score lines. Again, this you can measure. I'm just like eyeballing. I'm gonna score it here and score it here. So I'm just doing 1/8 of an inch. So it's about 1/2 an inch from here and 1/2 an inch from here. So I'm gonna move my finger over, score and score. So I have made these little ridges. You can see I drew the little lines so you can kind of see them. Okay, then I'm going to fold one in. I'm going to zigzag those little pieces. And then I'm going to zigzag this one. Right along those lines. Fold it. Use your nail if you need to. Okay. Fold it down. It's not wanting to fold on the spot where I gave it. Okay. There we go. So now you've created this dimensional little banner. Anyway, so you see that? Cute. So what you can do now is put a little piece of foam tape in the middle. I'm not going to attach this right now. We'll just have it ready to go, and I will show you where else I used this. Just wanted to show you guys how to do it. Then you can put glue on these pieces, but when you attach this, that's going to stand out. I know this is kind of small. Then this piece I did add a couple layers to it. This is the You're My Jam. Again, you could put it on the inside of this card, but the card already has so much, so I will just save this for something else. I just wanted to show this to you. Show you how I did it and what you can do with that little die. Look how cute that is. Isn't that cute? Where did I... Okay, here is a card that I did where you use that same technique. So see, I put the foam tape under there. It made it stand out. This is a card that we did in our workshop. for the Artsy Clubhouse. This paper, well, here, this green is from this kit, from this little Artsy Prints. And this is from the, I love this paper too. This is from the Coastal Getaway collection. I love this. I love the blue and white. This is the front. It's got the lemons on it. Isn't that cute? But I really thought it looked really good with this card. So there's that. Let me show you the other things that we did in our clubhouse. Move some of this out of the way. All these little scraps. Look at these berries. I've got to do another card so I can use all of those up. All right, so we did this. Just think it's fun to share the other ideas with you. I did a little tag. This could be just a front, you know, you can pick up something from the farmer's market and put a little tag on it and give it to a friend. So, cute little tag. And then this one, sending farm fresh hugs. This is using our circle dies and then sinking the cart down and popping the circle up. And I put the banner along here instead of on the cart itself. And then our Impossible Fold card. This folds down. I extended this so it would not fit in an A2 envelope, but you could put it in a bigger envelope. But it pops up like that. Isn't that cute? I use that same chunky tape. Well, no, not on that. I use foam tape. But the banner here, so that's kind of cute. Got these on the back. So that's the Impossible Fold die. And then for you scrapbookers, this is a page layout I did. This is using that 6x6 paper, but because I cut them in half and I put that little bar across, it looks like it's, you know, the 12x12 papers. But all of these pieces are from that 6x6 set. If you're not a scrapbooker, these little elements are going to be cute on a card as well. Just pick that up and plop it right down on an A2 card or make a tag out of it. So I just want to give you guys all kinds of ideas on what you can do with this stamp set. It's very fun, and I hope you guys liked that. So lots of good ideas, perfect for this fall, and I just love the chunkiness of this one. So that is it for the day today. Do you guys have any questions for me? And Annie, you said you came late. That's fine because you guys can come back and watch this at any time. So that is it for today. You guys have a wonderful